Hi everybody, welcome back. We are finally going to finish some stuff that's on my desk. We need to get it out of here. We need to get it out of here. So I got other projects I need to do. So we did this planner. It's the twist lock little planner that I did with you guys. And I haven't decorated the inside or anything. I'm still thinking about how I want to do that. I definitely want to do some black and white stuff. But I just got to find some stuff that I like, and that's going to take a while. So it is finished. I put on here my little L, and it keeps coming off because this thing keeps getting loose. And I put my, it's on wrong. That's okay. Anyway, is the L for Laura, right? I did order my other hand, and I believe I got it off of Temu. And when I first did this, I believe there's a link. So, but that's my little, it holds down paper, whatever. But we're going to decorate this part. And I probably should put it, well, I want the hand there. So it's going to hang over the back of it or to the side. I don't know. I want my little dangle on there. So we're going to make that today. Now I have a bunch of these they're in the jewelry making section at Walmart or whatever, any craft store that you go to. These little eye things. I have some jump rings, split rings, they call them. I have different kinds. I have some bigger ones because I'm finding out that these little ones won't go over the height from the hole to here is too big to get one of these little jump rings on. I'm going to try again with a bigger one to see if I can get it to work, but these are not very big. They are not very big. And these ones are a mixed, and I don't think they're very big either. So I doubt very much I'm going to be able to use those. So I'm going to show you what I got. I showed you those. I got some chain. I have some pieces in here. I actually have a couple that aren't in here that I took off. This is a keychain from my work I bought because I liked the color of one of the things. And I believe that I did take it off. There's a fly moving around. And it has a cross on it, but it has the flower, but it's on the little jump ring thing, right? So I want to use that. So I'm going to show you some of the ones that I have. I have a skull, a little skull. I don't know if I'm going to use that or not. I don't know. I have this black heart thing. I have a knight. I have these on here. I have the little clip, but on this clip I have a key, skeleton key. I have a ruby. Sorry about that. And I have a bunch of other things. What's in here? Just a little square bead. I have a big hook, which is what I think I'm going to end up having to use because it doesn't, no, that doesn't even go in there. So I got to figure out what to use. And I've got, I've had this for years. I have no idea what it came from, but I put it on this little thing. I have another square bead, a couple of round beads. I have a pearl that I want to use. I have an apple, but I'm not going to use the apple. I don't know why that was on here. And a round silver bead. I got 2 of these block ones, and another round skinny one. So that's the charms. You can find any charms that you want. Okay. So there's my charms. I have like this big jump ring is what I think I'm going to have to put on here to hook it, to make things work. Then I have some jewelry, necklace, little things. I have some little claw like this, but they're teeny baby ones that I can hook each one of these little charms to hang it off of this. Okay. I have some beads. I can't remember what they're called, but they're little beads. I got these ones and I got these ones. They're different. I have some gold. This is fishing lures. Well, they're not lures, but what you use to hook onto your fishing pole. And I had a bunch of silver looking ones and I used them all. So I have gold, but I'm not going to put gold on here. So I was going to pick me up some of these at the store. Here's some little bit bigger little claws that you can use. And I think they're the same size as the ones in here. Yeah, they're the same size. And I have some different black beads. And I was going to put like some pearl beads and I have some iridescent ones, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I took out my pink beads because I want to make, I have another whole thing in here somewhere that, like I have a bunch of these beads that came off. There's a green one. There's some more silver like beads I can use. Here's the ones I was going to use for tiny toes. It has baby feet, it has a baby shoe, and it has pink and blue. And there's pink here, but I need more blue. And I have no idea what I'm going to make with it. But I wanted to make something with those. I've got a bunch of wire. So the gold stuff I'm not going to use. Here's some, I have these that we could use. I'm just trying to take out. And tools, I have these. I've got bigger ones over here, and I have little ones, big ones. These are my jewelry ones. And I have bigger ones. These bigger ones shouldn't be in here. These go in my toolbox. I have bigger ones. They go in my tool box over here. I don't know why they're in here. Wire, bigger chain. I'm not going to use the big chain. So stuff is just kind of floating around in here that shouldn't be. Different color. Okay. So that's everything for that. So now I've got to decide. I'm definitely going to use one of these bigger. I call them key rings, but the split rings, the bigger ones. So let me put you down. Got everything right here. So where I have fingernails on, this is going to be kind of rough to do, but I'm going to do it anyway. I don't know where that just went. All right, let's try again. I dropped my ring. Good thing I have a few of them. Okay, so now I'm going to take this off. Here's what it looks like. And I'm going to use my jewelry things because I have claws. And this is going to be a lot easier to do with extended claws. So, got to get it open. I will use my fingernails for that to hold it open, so I can at least get it on. Okay. Then I can use this to stick it on. So yeah, you're going to have to use a big ring to put it on, right? So I have, let's see if I can move it over here. I have a tool that I recommend you guys getting. Is a banana fruit stand. Okay, I already have some stuff on here, but I'm going to take it off. I'll move this out of the way so you can see. I'm just going to put those back over here. We are going to hook the chain on, because I'm not sure how long I want it. I just know that I want this on here. Okay. We're going to hook this on. Like I said, this is probably easier to do if you don't have fingernails. So sometimes it comes in handy to have nails, and sometimes they don't. Right now, it's okay, because I'm making it work. I got a fly buzzing around me here. Come on. There we go. And take this, hook it on. So now my chain's hooked on. So I'm going to take this and hang it. So everything is hung, and I can hook on here what I want to do with these little claws. If I need more, I can use it. Let's see. This has a jump ring on it, but it needs a claw. This already has a claw. Let me see if I can hold this better so you guys can see it. Okay. It has the claw already. So we are going to hang, and this is what I'm going to do with the things. I have to hang it up. Let's put it, if I can do it. I have to use my thumb, I think. And just hook it on. So it's hooked on. Okay. So there's that. So you kind of, you could put it down on the ground too, but I'm just gonna, it's easier if you just hang it. Now I am going to pause the video for a little bit, because I'm going to make some of these items. Take this off. I can get it off. Come on. Okay. All right. There's my claws. I'm not sure if I'm going to use this. This is kind of heavy. I don't know if I want to use it. I don't know. But I think I'm going to do something with these beads right there. And then I have this bead. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if I want to use the crossbones. I think I want it to be more mystical looking, not creepy. So I know I'm going to use this one, but I'm going to take that jump ring off and put on a silver one. And then I have this heart, right? And then I have this one. I don't know if I'm going to use the knight or that one, but I think I want to use these items right here. I don't think I'm going to use those. And I've got another pearl over here that I want to use. Okay, I'm going to take that off. Okay, throw that away. All right, and this pearl, even though it's got gold on it, I can replace it with a silver one because I have silver ones right here. And I need the right thing. I think that's going to be too small. I don't know. We'll have to see. If it's too small, then I'll use a ring. So I think I'm going to take the gold off because we are using silver. So we're going to take this off. Take this bead off. And I'll save that. I'll just put it in there. And we're going to see if this head on this is going to be, nope, it's not going to be big enough. So we're going to have to use one with a thing in it because those ones are too. Okay. Now these come in a thing like this, but they fall out. So I had a bunch of these little vial things, and I think glitter came in them or something. I don't know. So I put them inside there. Those are my small ones. Those ones are bigger. So now we can do this, and it's not going to come through. And we can actually put something on the bottom of it. And then we can make a little, close it, make an eye on the top. So we will do that also. And we're going to need these. I probably should use my other ones. I should take them out of this case because they're going to be all over the place. As soon as I open this, they are going to be all over the place. Like I should have a little case like this for these little rings, but I have a little baggie. So this, let's turn it around. I'm going to try to open without it going all over the place. Is it still taped? This is what's a pain in the neck. I recommend that you open these before you try to use them. Oh my hell. I'm not quite sure how to open it. It should just open. And it does not. So, let's get some scissors. I'm not going to fight with it. Dang sure. But I'm not going to fight with it. So now, let's see if we can open it. I think it's one of those ones, yeah, it's like a kid's toy. You cannot open it. You have to cut it open. Oh my heck. Okay, so which will make it easier to take them out. I need a little baggie, which I have a ton of right here. That's a bigger one. We need a littler one. Okay, I save all these baggies. When you buy jewelry and stuff, save them. Just for this reason. Okay. Dump those in there. Oh, it's a chain. Okay. All right. That was a pain in the neck. I didn't know there was a chain in here. So it's a necklace kit. All right. So I want these jump rings. I don't know why I'm calling them jump rings. These little claws. I'm going to take them out of here. And you know, these are not real silver, so they are going to tarnish eventually. But you can always replace them, make new ones if you want. If you want to go through the hassle to do that, you can. Okay, one more. The little jump rings they have in here are teeny tiny. So I don't know if I'm going to use those. All right, so we've got those out of there right here. So we are going to use these black beads. I have different sizes in here, different shapes. So I'm going to use this one. I'm going to see if I have another one. I do. I have several. Okay. So I'm kind of making it down on the table first. I do. I don't know where it is. I have one of those jewelry things that you put stuff in. Okay. So those are what I want to use. Now I just got to figure out where I want to place them. Okay. These are going to get fed on another one of these rings. Probably the bigger one. The bigger one that I got are going to get fed on there. So they're black, right? There's black flower on that one. There's a key. There's a red stone and a thing. I don't know if I'm going to use more black beads or not. If I want to, I will. But I don't want to take away from the hand, so I want it to kind of be delicate. So, okay, so now we're going to use these rings. These are my silver ones. I'm going to take some out. And I really want to use their bigger ones. There's some small ones in here. And I don't know if I want to use the smaller ones. But first off, we got to replace this one. So we're going to replace this because it tarnished. So in order to do that, we are going to take both of these and move it over and take it off. And we're going to get rid of that one because it's all tarnished. We're not using it. So now, see, it's hard. Well, let's do this big one first because that's going to be easier to do. Let's get one of these rings, one of these. Now you can hook these together. I'm not going to. That on there. Okay, so we're going to have to do the bottom first, then this, because this has a big hole. It's got a big hole, and it'll fall down through. Okay, so now we're going to do another one of these. And hopefully this doesn't go through there. Nope. It's going to be kind of loose. And that one, we need another black bead. All right, let's see if we have another black bead. Or maybe I won't use this one. Maybe I won't use that one. But we still need another black bead. Okay. Okay, and we'll use this one. And then we'll use this one on top. All right, so let me show you. That's what it looks like. Now we got to curl the top into a circle. So, and I am not very good at this. All right. I'm not very good at it. So let's hold it down here. So I had to curl it over. And I have another pair of these that work for this, and I have no idea what I did. I was using it, I think it's over on the nursery side over there, to curl it. Okay. So there we go. We have that. Now we can take a jump ring, which we don't really need. We can just take, well, yeah, we do because we need to hook it on. What I can do is open this back up a little. And hook this on. Come on. Okay. And hook this back. All right. Hold on to it the right way. Okay. Hold on to it. And put this in. I don't think I made it big enough. Okay. There. Now we got to take this and close it again. There. Let me hold it up so you can see. Oh, let me lose my fingernail. Okay. See, it's hooked on there. Okay. And you can straighten it out. All right. So now we're going to take this one. I'm going to have to use my thumbs. I'm going to hang on the top. There's that. Okay. There's that one. So now let's take a black, and we need a little ring. This is what's hard. One, I think even if you had no fingernails, this would be hard to do. There. All right, there's that one. Now we need to hook on another one of these on there. Which that ring still should be open. I'll try to do it. I will try to do it. Okay. Got it. Plus I have arthritis in my thumbs, and this is, I think my days of jewelry making are going to be pretty slim. There. Now let's hang this one. Right there. Now I'm leaving spots in between each one. I'm leaving spots because I don't want them to be like together. Okay, now this one is going to be on the end. I want this to hang down, but I don't want it to hang down too far. So I don't know if this will go on the way it is right now. If it does, great. If not, I'll put a ring on it. Okay. Let's see if we can put it on here. I don't think it'll go on. No. Okay, so we will do this again. And move it out of the way. Put a ring, put that on there. And then we're going to move these back. And pinch it together. There. There is this one. Okay. And I want this one on the end there. We are going to cut this because this is the end and I have more chain. Put that in there. Now we have this pearl that we're going to play with here. We're going to cut this down because I don't need it that big. And I should put one of these on here while I have it open. And we don't want it to come off. That's going to come off. Okay. Which is harder to do. Like I said, it's hard to do with fingernails, but I'm going to do it. There we go. I have my little pearl that I'm going to put on. Right there. So I got black, pearl, black, pearl, black. So black, pearl, black, pearl, black. Now, I didn't put the key in that on. Do I need to or want to? I don't know. Let's see how this looks. This might be okay. It is. It is perfectly fine. So there's what it looks like. So cute. You guys got to do this yourself. This is awesome. So I have that. It's just that when you put this in your planner, in your purse and stuff, you have to be careful of these because they will rip off. So, but if you're just going to carry it or whatever and take it out, a lot of the time me making these things is just for display only. But I may decide to use this as a wallet. Okay. I have things here right? I can use as a wallet, right? So I could. And there's my initial. It says Laura. Laura. So there we go, guys. Isn't that cute? I'm glad that we finally finished this one, because I already did the gold one a while ago. And yeah, so there we go. I hope you enjoyed that. And we will see you in the next video. Now, this is going to be on the planner video and the craft channel, Laura's Creations. That's why I had the two boards out here. So if you don't see it on one, you will see it on the other. Okay? I appreciate y'all. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. And we will see you again soon. Bye now.